just opening everything up, and everything seems okay. Yeah, it does. So, should be good, should be good. So, hello everyone, and welcome back to either in YouTube later on or in Twitch. The story is the Path of Destinies that we shall be continuing this time around then. I have to, of course, again remind myself a little bit how exactly like all the controls went, because it's not like played it for a couple of weeks now after all. And I guess here we can even see that the one story ending that we did previously, so that's there nonetheless, all recorded and well. Let's open the book. Anyways, yeah, I can view the stories from here, which is totally fine. So we have gotten the one story, the fox whose knees hurt, from carrying that thing, and the truth is the Sky Ripper core is unstable. I guess like all of these stories would be able to take that. Hello, Chim Chim. I see that like it's actually when as a friend then it straight away tells me that Chim Chim has started watching. Hello, Chim Chim, and welcome to the stream. Yeah. Well, that's the story that we had. Probably all of these stories tell the same truth. So we have to also get a truth from there, and then a truth from here, and a story truth from here. Whatever exactly these truths are. But nonetheless, 4 truths that we need to be getting. And yeah, it is interesting. Didn't, as said, know that either when I haven't had any friends in here. Or, well, I don't use Twitch that much after all, other than for streaming purposes and watching something a little bit from time to time. But let us go on continue the story. So last time around we got that first story ending. We got the one truth, and we are continuing. Yeah, a lot of these multiversal truth thing stories is going on. Yeah, it's very interesting. It's interesting to see how it will continue, and how quickly we'll able to get at least all the 4 truths. And even if we get all the 4 truths, it's going to be interesting as such to see how exactly all of the different stories do end up going, if they are all different. So yeah, it's still, there's going to be a lot of interesting stuff to go and explore. And I chose then, because there wasn't a lot of time, I chose the new possibility that there was up, which was going into the temple thing, or whatever it was exactly called. So let's continue from there. I'm not sure if it shows the story for it again, or if it just loads the map, but either way is pretty fine in the end. Just have to be looking how exactly everything was done. Don't remember all the buttons. I remember Control and Shift was the special ability. Control was the dash. Was Alt then the hook thing?
Every child could sing verses about the Sky Ripper, but ancient codices held hints of other things. A stone that ate souls, a ruby that drank blood, a jewel only a righteous man could give away.
Were all these things the Iblis stone? Long hidden in the buried temple? Another ancient item that was only resurfacing now? Drawn up from the deeps by the Emperor's horrific rituals?
Interesting. And good evening, Tayunta. You got here just in time. We are starting to actually go into the get the Iblis stone. So yeah, this is using the energy. This is the dash. Yeah. And yeah, this is the hook. So it's those buttons that I specifically need to be using. And yeah, okay, I didn't actually need to be using those. I just need to then press this and then this. And I think I needed to press the right mouse button if I wanted to block, if I recall correctly. I think so. But we'll see. It takes a little bit of time to again get used to all of the controls then though. Yeah, using that. Okay. Alright, should be okay. We'll see, we'll see. Well, gonna be fighting a battle sooner or later. But, well, stuff?
I need more materials. Thought Renardo.
Yes, thought. Renardo. Not crafted yet, cannot craft, cannot upgrade, cannot craft. That's fine. I didn't have any gems yet, I don't think. I'm pretty sure I had no gems, so that's something we'll have to try to be finding later on. So flame sword or hero sword? Let's try out the firefox. Which way to go though? Right or left? Well, here is a chest. Good that I came here then. Just open, Reynald. Just open. Good. Some more ore. Don't think that's still enough ore to be able to actually make a new weapon. Don't hit it. Just have a look. That required 50. That's upgraded. 70 and 50. So yeah, 50 is at least required to get something new. Well, let's explore this place then. More so.
The air here tasted bitter. The steps were too tall for a person. The entire place felt restless, like it had been vexed to nightmare under the dust, waiting for its hour to come around at last.
Okay, well, there's a lever. I remember I needed to somehow
Those sheaves were really very well made, weren't they?
draw. I needed to do the... Okay, blocking was just having the right direction, however, but I needed somehow to use some other enemy to throw into that guy, and I need health, so that's a problem. Like, I was thinking that this isn't going to straight away. I needed to use this thing to... How did I do exactly the crapping? I think it was... I guess I needed to just hold the button. Yeah, I think that was it. I think that was the key. I needed to hold the button to do that. I'm pretty sure that's the thing what I needed to do. Yeah, grab and throw, but I was thinking like, how did I need to do the grabbing? I had no recollection anymore. I don't think it's even this. I just needed to hold the button, the attack button. Not click it often, but just hold. And then I grabbed someone. I think that's what it was. I think. Well, yeah, I holded him for a moment there, but let's at least get some. Okay, I'm not sure how I accidentally threw anyone to him, but
here, cawing in frustration.
Okay, well,
they were still searching for a way in.
But
Good.
it's like I didn't
He hadn't
recall
come too late.
how to do it before it was too late last time, and then I was like in a battle, and I was trying to think, what did I exactly need to do? But yeah, oh well, managed to do it nonetheless in the end.
Sometimes Renata really hated inanimate objects.
Yes, I do. I do hate. I try to break more. No, don't use the altar. Break first, then use the altar. Yeah, muscle memory. Yeah, we'll remember. We'll remember. It just first a little bit like question. What did I need? How did I do it? But I got all the new skills now out for crabs too. So this increases the health, increases maximum health, aggressive defense, counter and attack now causes damage. Impale your enemy on your sword when you grab him to cause damage. Interesting. And we got this, slow down time after successfully counter until your next action, take a breather and plan your next move. Slow down time after a successful attack until your next action, tactical mode of combat like a true master. Okay, so that would give a lot more time. Yeah, no hating, just the loot, right? Yes, definitely. Attack immediately when the previous attack hits to land a perfect strike. That was the dash. Target an enemy with dash to move through him and cause damage. Does not work on shield wielding opponents though. Hook in a shield wielding enemy will rip away the shield, leaving him vulnerable. I think this would actually be pretty good, because then I don't have to be worrying about throwing. I can also use the hook. Yeah, I think I should use that. Take that. Even if I would love to get even maximum stamina or... Well, actually I haven't used this a lot. Yeah, this is definitely...
Well, he'd always wanted to do that.
Yes, now I can use just that too, and I don't need to worry about... Yeah, shield guys are the problem, definitely. Okay. Good. Shield guy, away. Just like trying to see about who is coming and trying to do a counter on me. Ah, didn't see that early enough. Ah, and then that guy still...
Can I borrow that?
Can I borrow that? Yes, that would be very beneficial. Nonetheless, that helps. Definitely. I can easier use that. Okay, yeah, that's good. Then I don't need to worry about throwing enemies, because that somehow like breaks my like easier combat if I have to be remembering trying to throw someone against him. Needed to then hold the button and not just press to attack. Breaking stuff. Lovely. And more stuff.
Hero wall. Hero sword. Ice wall. Ice cube.
Cube. Well, unfortunately, I don't have an ice cube. I could probably make one now, though, but it's a problem that I can't actually get into a station where I could be creating one, I don't think, so... That's still the hero sword path. Is there another path, or is this... Well, there is a place I can, so to speak, hook into. I guess that's too far, though. For some reason, it's just like, nope, nope, nope. No, won't do. So, fine. Hero door it is then. Just a boring old hero's door. There's stuff there. Yeah, I have played a little bit of Bastion, but almost nothing of it in the end. Like, it is a little bit of the Bastion music that I use also in my, like, the intro trailer for my channel, so I do like the game. I like the narration style and I like the style of it quite a bit, but I never got really far in it. I got like the few places set up and stuff in the island, but we could play that through in stream too, for sure.
Renato wondered
I enjoy
idly
it.
if people who had built these poles had really, really long tentacles.
Yeah, Bastion music is awesome, and I missed what you said exactly about tentacles. Okay, those shoot fireballs, good to know. Good to know. Not too big of an issue. Oh, we could use this here though. We could craft the... 2 ores before we can craft that. I thought that we already had that, but apparently not. Not quite.
So that's what they meant by a firewall. What unlocks a firewall?
Well, we do have a fire sword though. Aw, no ore. Yeah, maybe we get ore from here though. Maybe. Just maybe. Let's have a look. Energy on kill. Well, we found a gem at the very least. I guess the other place would have something similar. Gems are rare items to boost your capabilities. Find purpose to use your new gem. Let's have a look. What kind of a gem it is. So, killing enemies gives you 3% sword energy back. Well, to be honest, I never use almost my abilities, those things, but well, it's a thing. I still didn't get any ore though. Well, I think I should nonetheless go and explore this other path, considering we unlocked this. So I think that's the thing that I should go and do. Wonder how much difference it makes.
How could a temple to Iblis still even exist?
Aw, door closed.
The Transcendent Emperor had destroyed all the shrines of the lost gods after exiling them. Had it been buried in that long-ago battle? Or had Iblis foreseen his fate and hidden it from his enemy?
Who knows? And one day maybe I'll be using the secret techniques. Like, I don't use that. Healing, at least I did use a couple of times when I needed it, but very rarely. I just never remember to press the button. Ah, that would be the shadow door then. I don't have to have what it needs either, unfortunately. Whoop. Okay. There's another door into here. I guess this would have been the other route. Not so secret really. There's a tooltip, but still. Yeah. True. I don't have skill points to use though. Okay.
I'm sorry. Was that your shield?
Why didn't I take that shield is my question. I used the thing, but it didn't start doing it. I guess I didn't continue it long enough or something. That's, I guess, the case. Let's put a little bit of a flame as well. It is a nice effect, flaming. He burned down. Oh, hey, I gained the experience now, so I guess I got the skill point now. Yeah, skill point. What do I want? Dash through enemies. I could try to do the dashing through as well. Health could, I guess, be nice. I never use crab. I'm bad at using crab. We could take more time, attack reflexes. But I usually just battle anyways and don't wait for the slowdowns, but I guess I could take it. I could try to learn to use it. Yeah, I don't. I only save the dashing for the cases when, well, as such, it's not like this couldn't be good nonetheless. Like, then there would be more reason to dash. Maybe I could do it for just that reason and then dash. It is using this endurance after all. The specific place where we need it, basically. And this will be able to get us through there a little bit easier even, I think, because we can dash through enemies, which we didn't before. Is that, like, if there's a mage enemy, then that would be good for us to get killed as quickly as possible. Oh, and I guess this would be a good place to dash. At least through these. Just as a security. Let's activate it. Activate it. Rhino, activate. Don't destroy everything.
The Ravens at least could not get past this point. Obviously the temple builders knew how to deal with tomb raiders.
If you say so. Well, we have enough ore to build some sword, but it's a little bit too late for the moment. This is a long staircase downwards. Long way down. It's a nice looking place. Lava everywhere and all. It's quite hot. And down. Down, down, down. And an elevator. I was thinking that we're probably going
really
here.
Didn't have much in the way of safety features, did it?
No. Yeah, it was a pretty nice foreshadowing bit. Oh dear, that's just a few fireballs down there. Just a few, okay. This, I guess, activates something like one of these walls or something. Yeah. That's totally fine enough then. That helps. Okay. Oh, I didn't notice that one little fireball from there.
Couldn't be good for global warming.
If you say so. I didn't think that Reynold would know about global warming even, but no, not yet. Yeah. Even ignoring the elevator, yeah. Okay, well, not difficult, just a lot of fireballs on the way. Well, let's see what this is then. Iblis stone, as we know it.
It was a stone of the purest blackness. It reflected no light, like a void made solid. Nervous, he picked it up. Who said that?
Speaks.
It was the stone. Eager. Thirsty. Kill the Emperor's daughter.
Oh dear.
That seemed tempting and terribly wrong. Zenobia was the Emperor's greatest general and a potent witch. But they had been close once, and Renato wasn't sure he really wanted to be Emperor. Why not capture the core of Sky Ripper instead? It was the eye of a lost god torn out by the transcendent Emperor to power his greatest weapon. It's the core, said the stone anxiously.
Well, that's interesting. So... I wonder what kind of ending we would be getting if we would again go for the core, though. I do not exactly like the idea of going and sacrificing this woman for the stone. Yeah, stone needs to work on a sales pitch a little bit more. I wonder how it would work with this. Maybe try to sound less evil, yeah. It might work a little bit better, but could Reynolds really kill Zenobia even if she was the Emperor's greatest general? Maybe Reynolds could instead get the Sky Ripper's core. The Iblis Stone did not seem to like the idea at all. Was it afraid of the power of the core? It would be logical, it has a lot of power, but the Iblis Stone, it promised great power in exchange for the blood of Zenobia, who was once close to Reynaldo. But she was also the Emperor's only daughter and greatest general. If it meant gaining enough power to turn the tide of the war and even defeat the Emperor, it might be worth the sacrifice. The stone hasn't done anything for us lately. At least yet. Well, on the other hand, has it been able to do a lot for us thus far? Considering, like, we just got it. So, do we choose the same path? Basically that we did the second time, now with the Iblis Stone, however, considering Iblis Stone specifically says that don't go for it. Or do we go for the blood of the generals, or the Emperor's daughter? What say you, Tayundan Chim Chim? What do you say? What do we choose? What will be the better choice, or the more interesting choice either? Doesn't really matter that much. Both are interesting to see if they would exactly work out the same way or not. Like, last time around we just had our friend when we would have been going to the Sky Ripper. Now I'm worried Stone knows the story and is warning us of repeating the same storyline. Yeah, but on the other hand we can also have some difference there, like if we don't go for the what was it? The shaman or the toad kind of guy in the top, but rather would just continue to the observatory and into there. So that would still be different. We haven't been ever there and haven't seen what would happen there. And we don't have our friend who last time around was with us. So he even would have agreed to take it for us last time, this thing. So it's interesting. Don't know. What would be the best choice? Do let me know. Blood and death, or the core, even without the armature again. What do you reckon, Tayunta? Evil path or ignore stone path? Which one is the one we wish to have and see? You two have all the power in the world to choose. All of the power. Well, as evil as, evil as I am, I don't trust the stone. True. I don't trust it either. So would you rather go into here? I don't think anyone can trust the stone that says like, no, do this. Specifically when this tells us that actually we have had some sort of a relationship with her before, which is interesting. Yeah, okay, let's go back to Armature and get the core again. That last time around didn't work out for us, but maybe it works better this time.
The stone bothered him. He hated being told what to do.
Hey, he's
Wasn't that why
rebellious
he
too.
joined the rebellion? Wasn't that why he'd refused to be a soldier? He'd agreed to come on board only if he could freelance.
The stone felt a bit clingy. The sage
Clingy.
Calaveras had told him where to find the Sky Ripper, a weapon capable of challenging the gods. Even without its armature, the core would still possess great power. He would go there.
Yeah, we can always go back and do that at the other path though, if this is the same. Realizing for life, no clingy stones. Yep, totally. I'm rebellious too. I agree with that for sure. It may be that this reveals one
The
of the
moment he
same
landed the Farfarer,
stories that
Renato had a
has the
rare
same
feeling
truth,
of regret.
but
It's not too late, he thought. He could turn around and sail for Zenobia's island. He frowned. Wait a minute. He didn't want to kill Zenobia, did he? Sure,
dear.
technically she was the enemy, but they'd been at Sword Food School together. They'd never been lovers, but somehow they'd been closer. She'd told him every secret about herself. Except the biggest one. That she was the Emperor's daughter. No. Kill Zenobia, whispered the stone. Before it's too late.
the stone is trying to affect us quite a bit when we're even now considering, should we actually go back and do the killing after all? Okay, doesn't seem like there's anything there at the very least, so this is the way
What
we
were
could go.
these poles exactly? Parking meters from the time of the lost gods?
That's a good question. I don't know what these are. Stone way too demanding. Yeah, totally. It really is way too demanding. Why so demanding, stone? God damn it, I don't have the ice sword. Could I just get the crafting station so that I could craft it? Yay! I can craft the ice sword. Let's craft the ice sword so that I don't... Oh, I wanna craft it. Not that one. This one.
This sword from the frigid north was really useful for making popsicles. And
Popsicles.
birdsicles.
Posticles? Alrighty. Stone is already making me second guess my decision. Oh dear. Well, can't be helped. Shut up, Stone. You're not the boss of me. You're a stone. Yeah, that's right, Stone. Oh no, I can't get back there anymore. Freaking A. I hate it. I just want to get to that freaking door. Stone thinks he's a hot stuff. Maybe Stone should kill Emperor's daughter himself. Yeah, true. But like, it is fun when we are even like glowing purple light now because of the Iblis stone. So yeah, it's quite interesting. I miss that stuff. Sniff, sniff. I didn't want to miss stuff, but I had to. I'm sad. Well, at least we have an ice sword. That was pretty sweet, though. Ooh, I used the special freezing. That worked actually perfectly against the shield enemy even. Wow, I like this ice sword. That's why at least I like the ice sword. Worked very nicely at least against the ice, the shield enemies. I mean, icy enemies. After I hit them with the ice, yes. But before that, they were holding shields and all. I wonder if these ever hold anything. But I can't destroy them, so it's like...
There was something sour in the air. Like the earth had ruptured over something that had been fermenting for a very long time.
This place doesn't look exactly the same as last time though. I wasn't this way before, I'm pretty sure. Well no, I haven't even been able to be this way. So let's go explore this. This game plays with one of the major constants of modern game
what's there?
design. How do we give options while allowing the player to experience everything? Yeah, that's very true. Oh, it's so I things. Okay. Better kill it then, when I didn't manage to go quicker through. Anyways.
You almost never saw wild gogglers together like this. The toads had to train them not to peck each other to death. So these had to be Imperial gogglers.
But I'm like wondering,
that meant ravens were up ahead.
Even if we continued the same path, it didn't look the same. Like, last time around we pretty quickly went down a well. I don't remember there even being this sort of a path option, but maybe I just missed it. Anyways, I wouldn't have been able to go into it, sure, but still, it's kind of interesting.
He was practically sure he'd find something useful in one of these things.
Yes, I was. Elevator. Because I don't remember any of these things. I remember we went down the well to get that thing. Is it here? Did I just completely forget that there was that sort of stuff? I'm pretty sure I didn't, though. I need the other sword. Okay, well, actually that... If I just don't press any buttons after doing the certain thing, I do have plenty of time to decide, which should be great. Yeah, it's just something to get used to that, okay, I don't have to hurry.
Silent type.
Dead silent type. This is nonetheless a very different path now that we got this sword. One day we'll find something useful in a pot. One day, I'm sure. Well, at least there's a grand chest. Again. It is just nice that there is still like these sort of different places to explore, like where you couldn't have gotten before, so there is more to... Energy on kill again. But level 2 of it, okay. Alrighty then. Maybe this does lead me back into the same place now. I guess it does, but it just...
The stone hadn't lied about what it could do for him. With each raven he cut down, he felt a jolt of power flowing into his arm.
Oh dear.
You're weak, whispered the stone. The call will kill you.
Well...
Are you afraid of it? No, don't be ridiculous. It chuckled. But it's unstable. It will poison you if so much as carry it, and if you try to use it, it will explode catastrophically. Reynardo did not trust rocks that talked in his head. He went onwards.
Well, this is nonetheless interesting to see how this will go. Stone insecure. Even if a million pots needs to be sacrificed. Yes, someday there will be something awesome. One of these days. Ronaldo knows, yes. It does look different though. There's still no well to jump down into. So, I don't know. Maybe. But there's a hero sword needed there. So, I'm confused. I'm confused. There's so, like, much space here that I don't know where to go. At least it doesn't seem like there's anything behind those trees, but I had to check. Nonetheless. We are in some sort of a platform that is just up. And that takes us into... Freaking A, I always have difficulty deciding where to go, but the doors usually close, so this might be a better option to go here.
Where did that go to?
Ow. Give me the shield, thank you. But like, yeah, after especially successfully attacking and so on, or successfully blocking, I just need to not press anything immediately, and then I have time to, like, think. Okay. Do I... Well, I got at least a new gem again, but do I go into the teleport or do I go back to the freaking hero door. I hate the decisions like this. Do I go back or do I go and explore this way? Arg. But... I'll go here. It's enjoyable enough. It's not like... yeah, I think it's enjoyable enough. It's interesting. I think it just teleported me back. I think so, yeah. Okay, that's fine. It's like always the question. But I enjoy it well enough. I'm just not usually that good in this type of games, but I enjoy it well enough. Does it seem like I don't enjoy it? Question mark.
That is a very cool sword, thought Renara. No, seriously. He couldn't feel his paw anymore.
I couldn't... Oh yeah, because I'm using the ice sword. This is a very cool sword because I can't use my paw anymore. That's funny. So, nope, it doesn't feel that I don't enjoy it. I guess, you mean. Anyways. Well, seems pretty simple thus far. I can't really... Okay. You went real far into there now. Well, can I actually go all the way into there? No. I guess I need to, yeah, do just this lever again to close that. Just thinking, combat is probably going to be the first thing that gets old if you have to repeat levels too much. Yeah, but on the other hand, as said, this level actually doesn't seem familiar at all. Even though we got the stone before too, but at the time we jump into the well. It was only water before it got cool, yeah. But yeah, like, this isn't the same level though.
Fracking.
This isn't the same level that where we got the stone before, which is the very interesting thing, interesting fact. Ouch. I'm burning. How do I stop it? Okay. Whoa, fracking. Topical. Okay, what do I want? I could take this too, because it can help. Oh yeah, I didn't have skill points at the moment, that's fine. Let's see, Hero Sword. But yeah, as said, this is a different path. And there's going to be more different paths when we have these different swords. So in that sense, it's not exactly the same way that you need to go all the time though. So in that sense, there is that good thing. Why didn't you do what I asked you to do? Let's get some burning happening. Okay, good. I was just thinking that I need to take the shield off from him and all of that. Okay, well, it went okay, you know? I'm actually using the ability a little bit more though, but I haven't used this still, but it's just a question, will I remember to actually use it when the time would be then needed to use it, as in if there's a wizard, but we'll see. I hope I'll do it well, correctly. But well, here we are again, but we didn't jump down the well like we did last time, so yeah, definitely a different path. Well, we're gonna take the core.
As he approached the core, the stone became hysterical.
It's too much power. We'll rip a hole in space and time. He had a sudden vision of plunging his gauntlet into the core and dying in anguish. That wasn't his vision, was it? The stone had sent him its darkest fears, hadn't it? He had a sudden impulse to do exactly that. He raised his right fist and plunged it into the core. There was a rush of light. He thought he could hear the stone screaming. And then he passed out.
When Ronaldo came to, the core was gone. But the Iblis stone was no longer black, but glowing with a blue light. And it was silent.
I can't hear you, he sang out, and yoo-hoo! It didn't answer. Ha, he said. He had defeated the demonic gem with the power of his mind.
Right.
He felt invincible.
Think
it was time to attack
like
the Imperial outpost on the Nexus. Take the battle to the enemy. But among the huge crystals, there was also an observatory. A wise man would probably ask the scientists exactly what he had first. How wise was he?
Okay, that was very interesting though, at least from my point of view. Like, the Iblis Stone got silenced, but I don't think that the core is any less unstable, even if it is the power is in the Iblis Stone. So that's very interesting. Last time around we had this option when our friend would have taken the stone that we now have into the observatory because it was draining our life. This time around there is no negative effects that we can straight away see, which is very interesting. And yeah, Insecure Stone was very insecure, but on the other hand, maybe he had his reasons. He kind of is very silent now after all. So do we go into the observatory again? Or do we attack their outpost? So, it never hurts to ask for advice, you can always ignore it. Reynald was able to silence the Iblis Stone using the Sky Reaper core, yet the power it gave him was intact. It would be wise to understand what he had done. The scientists at the Nexus would have answers. Yeah, how long will the invincibility last? Strike now. Take the battle to the enemy. Reynald was able to silence the Iblis Stone using the Sky Reaper core, yet the power it gave him was intact. What was it about, not looking a gift horse in the mouth? Maybe it was time to use this power to turn the tides. Destroying the enemy outpost on the Nexus would be a great first step. So, your vote is on taking the battle to the enemy. What about you, Tayonta? Do you think that is also the choice that we should do? This is the thing that we did last time around, though different situation. Yeah, let's attack, let's try it out. Though I have a bad feeling that things will go badly in the middle of a full thing, like all of a sudden all of its power will be going badly against that. But hey, we have never attacked yet, and we were in the observatory last time, and the observatory got destroyed, and then we had to go and get the help elsewhere. Might and fury, shock and awe, so let's go and take the battle to the enemy. I can't see what could go wrong. Yeah, totally nothing. Nothing could go wrong at all.
As the Farfarer sailed towards the Nexus, Bernardo wondered if the core had been created to silence the stone, or even to feed its hunger. Well, honestly, he didn't care. He felt terrific, and he appreciated the quiet inside his head.
I don't think this will go well at all. I don't see this going well. But we'll see what will happen. Everything was just totally perfect. Yes. Didn't care, seems ill-advised. Yes, mayhap a little bit ill-advised.
The Nexus was infested with ravens, but that didn't bother Reynardo. With each death, the converted Iblis Stone in his gauntlets glowed brighter, and he felt stronger. Wow. He was getting a bit bloodthirsty, wasn't he? Well, he wasn't worried. He was a warrior. They're supposed to be bloodthirsty.
Well, we are just a little bit bloodthirsty, but kill all the ravens at the Imperial outpost. I think this may be bad. Nothing could go wrong now, totally. Nothing at all. Everything's going to be just perfect. Now I can't go into that anymore. Imagine when I came into this.
Getting a horse up in one of these things. He would be cursing a blue streak.
You don't allow me to go back, do you? No. Well, I missed that bridge thing then. I was wondering, like, why is that thing? No! No! Not with foreshadowing like that. Yeah, nothing will go wrong. Everything will be just perfect. Hey, there's ore inside this at least. So that's pretty sweet.
I hoped his mother wasn't watching.
Why? Did we break so much stuff already before? Besides, stone is good. We're like mining. This plan is flawless, no doubt. Yes, totally flawless. Everything will be perfect. No worries at all. God damn it. Always trying to choose where to go. It's not easy. Ronaldo's mother was a crystal dealer, you see. Yes, I guess that's what explains it. Valued a good gem she did. Yes, absolutely.
What was really fun was hooking yourself onto a moving ship.
He's talking slightly crazily, like he's just like having fun and just talking about all sort of crazy stuff and all that. That's how it feels anyways. So I assume this works here. Yes. God, there's just too many choices where to go though. Way too many choices where to go. This just will teleport us back, definitely. But should I go and explore the icy door first before going somewhere else? I don't know. So difficult to choose. Haven't seen any ravens yet though. Hated them destroyed for no loot. Yeah, no loot given, which is very sad. So, well, I guess I'll go here and we'll see. I guess I won't see what would have been on the other side of the staircase. Might have been just more loot, which I missed. There's at least a chest, too, that I missed. That was probably the starting area, and I don't know. It's so difficult to tell. Well, ravens, show yourself. Let's do some bloodshedding. Yes, absolutely. The power of the sword is completely full too, and everything, so everything is perfect. Oh. I want to kill that thing. Okay, good. It managed to chill out. I tried to go into this direction to dash, but I didn't. I guess didn't have the points at that moment. But I hate the wizards. They usually screw with me a little bit. Oh well, unless we get a chest. At least we can ask them to chill out a little bit. Okay, there's a way in there. Yes, that's the way we need to go. This whole cave is a completionist nightmare. Yeah, it is. It is for a 100% completionist nightmare. Okay, so there's something to read. Interesting. At school, we learned the gospel of the transcendent emperor, the last divinity to pierce the skies. He would banish the evil old gods and grant us the gift of time. But could one man, divine as he may be, create something as intricate as time? I have my own theory. I believe that time is a symptom rather than a gift. I am convinced that on a cosmic scale there is a pendulum motion between order and chaos. The transcendent emperor ended chaos and started the age we live in, an age of cause and effect, of fact and logic. Time is merely the tapestry upon which these laws manifest themselves. It is the foundation for order's companion, entropy. But in the age of chaos, when the old gods reigned, perception carried more faith than fact. Emotions can shape worlds, and time ceases to exist. The age of order is ending. I am merely helping the inevitable. Entropy has been broken. Fate has been preached. The end of time is coming, and I shall embrace it. Emperor in Secrim, third secret journal. Huh. That is interesting. So, he was thinking about the time and order and chaos, and I wonder if we are, in a way, becoming the new emperor then, because we are changing things when we go and explore these different stories and go back in time and all that. I don't know. Interesting, however. Interesting. Okay, well, we got back into this location. I got the chest from there. I guess it's this way then. It seems like it. Maybe. Or did I come from here? So, okay, here's the staircase that I didn't ever go into. Alright, lovely. I can actually get into it. Yeah, interesting parallels to the multiversal story. Yup, indeed. Okay, well. This is this sort of a place again where everything breaks from underneath of us. Underneath us. Even. Long, long, long staircases. Okay, just a boring old hero stone needed here. Okay. Oh, I can also track him, so there is that lovely thing. No, you won't. That was better. I think I'm getting again better at least with this in the end. It just takes a little bit of a time to get into the groove of things. But it's nice that there's also the choices. I either can go and dash to an enemy like that, or I can track them to me and destroy them. Is this sword not effective against these crystals or something? It's glowing. I should be able to destroy it. Why? Why? Now all of a sudden, with the hero sword, finally I'm able to destroy them. I don't understand why I didn't before. I do not get that. Well, that one at least got destroyed with just that. These gems care not for your sword. They definitely didn't, and I'm not exactly sure why, though. Why? Okay, this is just bad for a chest. But after all, I just needed to go and kill everything over here. So, yeah. I just need to kill everything. Well, let's see where this actually teleports us back into. Spot? Somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where we are.
The core, absorbed in the stone, was doing its job perfectly. Bernardo could feel a little eldritch jolt every time he downed a raven, but then it flowed into the glowing stone the way water flows down a riverbed. It all felt perfectly natural, as if all his life, this was what he had been meant to do.
Oh dear, this is what we were meant to do. Kill everything sounds so harsh. Maybe cleanse? Yeah. It does sound harsh, but I guess that's what we're supposed to be doing, though. Just, but yeah.
The platform used a hybrid propulsion system fueled by anti-gravity and wishful thinking.
Wishful thinking? That sounds all good. Well. Well, this is the tents of the ravens quite clearly enough. The workshop. I didn't have more gems, did I? No, I do actually. I have 2 of them already. More. Physical resistance increases the resistance to physical damage by 20%. That's pretty nice. I like the sound of that. And then there's a shield breaker. Your hits cause shields grants to drop their shields. Okay, so there's a lot of ways to deal with the shields. For sure. Like even this. Just hitting them and they will drop their shields. Whoa, finally a universe in which visual thinking was effective. Yes, and most apparently so. It's been very effective. Yeah, it will take a long time to be upgrading this. Also freezes all surrounding enemies. That's pretty sweet, though. There's so many lovely upgrades in these swords, though. So I like that, too. Like, hit it.
It wasn't his fault. They looked so breakable.
They look so breakable. I want that chest though, but I don't know how to get there yet. At least. Okay, well. Okay, what is this enemy then? So, watch out for explosive ravens. When hit or thrown, they will explode after a few seconds. Use them to your advantage. Huh. Interesting. So I should rather throw them, for example, nonetheless. Or at least if I kill one, I need to get away from it soon. Engage, yes. That's fine enough. There's plenty enough of a time to do something with though. I love dragging those to me though. That Raven was stupid, he just stayed there, though not a perfect score now unfortunately, when I missed that, but oh well, I let that one guy at least hit me,
Renato
sure.
tore through the last remaining guards at the outpost like hot coffee through snow. There was a far speaker toad here. He called the council speaker. He knew she would be thrilled, and she was. She wanted him to come back to base. They had plans to discuss, and a medal to give him. A large, golden medal. Great, said Renato. Let's talk about who else I can kill. Then the far speaker croaked again.
Hello, Renato,
It said.
If you get sick of slaughtering second-rate birds in the Nexus, I am waiting for you in the mountains.
Zenobia, the witch, taunting him. With the stone, he'd finally be her match.
Oh. Hey Finnish people, can we get confirmation of the interaction between hot coffee and snow? Asking for an Australian connection. I'm not sure how you mean that. I know that like a huge amount of Finnish people do actually drink a lot of coffee. I never got into the taste of it, so I prefer tea over coffee personally quite a bit. I drank some different type of coffee in Italy when I was visiting there, but okay, now just joking. But okay, well, but we have an interesting choice ahead of us. Mel's right through, I've tested. Yes. So, who cares? I can take her out anyway. So, do we actually now go and meet her? Or do we not? Reynaldo was becoming a powerhouse. He was ready to bring the fight to the Empire. But then, Zenobia sent him an open invitation into a trap. He knew it was a trap. She knew he knew. But whatever she had in store, it would not be enough to stop him. He should go to the mountains and teach her a lesson. Or, it's obviously an ambush, let's go to the base. Reynaldo was becoming a powerhouse. He was ready to bring the fight to the Empire. But then Zenobia sent him an open invitation into a trap. Of course, it was just a desperate attempt to distract him from his mission. He had the power to save the rebellion, and he would go do just that. To the rebel base he would go. So... I've never seen enough snow to spill coffee on, though I don't drink coffee anymore. This game keeps throwing random distractions at us. Yeah. We never met Zenobia yet, no. Like, our friends said that we should go to Zenobia, but we chose to go to the stone, and then it was too late to ever go to Zenobia anymore. So we have never met her previously. Although, most apparently we knew each other as well back in the day, and the only thing that she didn't tell us was that she was the Emperor's daughter. And, of course, both of the choices are completely new for us. Completely 100% new. Yeah, I feel there's a lot of unresolved tension there with Zenobia. Yeah, there definitely is. It will be interesting at some point to go there also, like, just through our friend to meet her. Definitely. But I don't know if it's the right time to go now, even though we know it's an ambush, or just go to the rebel base. Very interesting choice, and both very much different things that we did last time around. Very different. So... very, very interesting, I would say. What do we want to do? I would of course choose something if I would be playing alone, but like there's so many interesting choices that I don't know what I would want to do. I don't know. All the different options are interesting to see through. yeah, it could be that we could leave Zenobia for next run, considering this is also something that we're not probably gonna be able to do just like always. At least, like, of course there's the problem that if we wanna be seeing exactly the same resolution or something, we have to have the Iblis Stone and that again, but just go full hold this round, smite all the enemies. But you could try that out and see how that goes. Maybe. No. Should we do that? Nonetheless, it's very, like, you were afraid, we were all a little bit afraid how much of a same path we would have to be going through with this choosing the stone again, but it's been completely different after all. Okay, well, we could have gone to the observatory, but even then we weren't actually losing any health to the stone or anything of the like, so it was very different, which was quite sweet, I would say, quite sweet. Very different. Yep, okay. Vote for the power fantasy path. What about Tayunta? Do you have any opinions or do you just agree with Chim Chim? Is that shallow? Just messed up? I don't think that there's anything like... It's a moral judgment of someone that like, is this... that you are shallow by doing this or some such, but people are different, so I don't think there's anything that needs to be done. A moral judgment is something shallow or not. But okay, you agree with Jim, so we shall be going into the base and avoid the obvious ambush by Zenobia.
Zenobia was taunting him. No doubt she hoped to lure him into a trap. Well, he was nobody's sucker. Especially not hers. He carried victory in his gauntlet. He would go where the council pointed him.
So I would morally smash stuff. Morally. That's all good then. Moral smashing of stuff. Okay.
As he set foot on the island, Bernardo felt energized, like when he was hunting or dancing. Then he smelt it. The stench of ravens.
It was a good thing he was here too, before they tripped over the secret base. He was really saving the council toad's bacon, so to speak.
Bacon. She remains a very enigmatic figure, this Zenobia. Yes, she indeed does. Feel like it should be final act reveal. Maybe. But we'll see where the paths will take us, I guess.
Bernardo had been the terror of the sandcastles when he was 2.
Yes, terror of the sandcastles, obviously. That is the normal hero stone, yes, or hero sword, I mean, but what's in this direction then? I hate these options, like, do I go here or do I go here? Let's take this now then, so slow down time after a successful attack until your next action. So it can be very useful, I just need to then not do or press something after a successful attack and then it will all be good, basically. That would be a teleporter to somewhere. But that hero door is so going to close after us, so I think I should take that. If this was a narrative arc or some sus, yeah, I guess so. I guess I won't take that right now, but rather go into here. I guess I will. It's so difficult to choose.
Imagine if you built a house on one of these things. Oh, that would be amazing. It would be like having a boat.
Boat. At 50% completion, Kida realizes that the game has providing too much choice. Yes, providing too much choice. Yeah, it's I don't know. I'm bad at choosing. Like, I like to do everything, so sometimes at the very least I have very... Well, I'm sure you've noticed that. If you've been watching my stuff, you've noticed at some point that I have difficulty choosing stuff. Sometimes not, but it depends. Of course, in the games that I actually already know, it's easy, because I already know what I'm doing and what I am going to be choosing and what I like and so on. But when the game is completely new, I have no idea what I like and what would I like to do and all that, so it's a completely different situation. Okay, there's a chest, I'll go here. Now just my melee attacks will do the trick. Oh, I love the freezing too. Love the freezing. Yay. Perfect. Style acceptable. Yay.
See? Renato was a hero of the revolution. He deserved a medal. Soon he deserved every medal they had, and hopefully one big medal ceremony in front of everybody with trumpets so everyone could know what he'd accomplished.
He has big trees. Have you ever consciously 100% a game? I've occasionally tried for games I really love, but it's usually marginal returns. I think the story is my main reward in gaming. Yeah, for me too, but it depends a little bit on a game. Of course, I can't say if I've actually... Like, I'm trying to think, but I haven't played that many games that... Well, like, if we consider the very first game that I played, like, back in the day, Super Mario Bros. 3, like, you can skip a lot of the areas if you use the pill, but I like to do it so that I would go through all the levels and all the bosses, because I thought that it was way more fun that way than just skipping most of the game. So in that sense, I did that as completionist at one good, but then just getting all the achievements is a different thing. Like, sure, I like to try to... Like, I played the Banished game, if you know what that is, building cities and such, and I've just... done some extra achievements that wouldn't be necessary, like I did one where I didn't build any farms or the like, or didn't do any trading, but rather just did all the gatherers and hunting and such, and I had thought that if I played more I could try to do the not using any schools or some such, so I do some such, but it really depends on the game, and I don't think that I've actually completed a very many games completely perfectly, but some at least close. But as said, it depends. Like, yeah, I don't know how what else or what other games I would be able to think more of those eyeballs quite clearly. Depends where they're gonna be going and what they're gonna be doing. Okay, he's just gonna go there. That's totally fine. I can go and kill him.
These things really slice like ham.
They do seem to be doing so. Open world games like Assassin's Creed kill me with choice to the point where I don't finish the story. Yeah, and for me, okay, he almost saw me, I guess. I'm not sure. But, like, for me, example, it is also the case that with a game like Morrowind, I've never even finished the game because there's so much stuff to do. If only you could hack down eyeballs, am I right? Yep. Totally. I guess I'll just go and kill this guy too, cause why not? Even though I don't need to kill everything. There's so many of them here actually. We'll have a whole plenty of killing to do if I want to be killing everything. I wonder what actually happens if one of them spots you. I don't know how far that guy even moves, I guess. Okay. This is a little bit more complicated spot. But we can at least go and easily kill this guy. I wonder if there's anything special hidden in there, those places though. Let's kill that guy. And I guess I could kill this guy that is walking around here. He's very easy to kill. Next. And then we can just have a look-see around killing this guy and then killing this guy, and that's about it. That's about it then. Alright, that's all good then.
The long stairs.
I do like the graphics.
So he was close to the rebel base. Nothing was on fire. So far, so good.
But yeah, this is very interesting. Or nicely done also. Graphically.
Hey, who do I have to kill to get a drink around here? You? Okay.
Aw. He hit me. I'm saddened by this. Oh, there's a bomb guy there. I gotta remember that. So yeah, didn't really use him for myself, but
didn't smell any better dead, Renato thought.
The stairs are impressive, yeah. I do like the look of those certain stuff, for sure. Let's see how this will be going then. Exactly forward though. It will be very, very interesting. Hey, this is icy door. I want to go into the icy door. I have the icy sword, so, and I like to use the icy sword. So it's a perfect opportunity for me to go to the icy doorway. Just smashing everything, everywhere. Always got smashing important stuff. Even though I don't need any of this energy or health, but I still just must smash everything. Just open it, dude.
Renato checked for a false compartment. Nope.
No false compartments, but elemental resistance gem, so we got a new gem as well, so we need to be checking out what kind of a gem that is and if we want to be using it rather than some of the others, but we'll see. Okay, activate. No point for leaving them intact, I assume. Yeah, I would assume so too. Not sure, but I assume so.
Inside the rebel base, Renato was invited to the council speaker's private chambers. So, this is the Iblis stone? He said. I can feel its power.
Renato told her how he had fed the core to the stone and made something even more useful than either. Crazy like a fox, she croaked. And Renato chuckled as if he'd never heard the joke before. We've given you the best quarters and a bottle of Tantalonian firewater. All for you. So they'd remembered. He woke in the morning with the sweetest of hangovers.
Oh dear.
The Iblis stone was gone from his gauntlet.
Oh dear.
The corridors were empty, except for a few rebels who looked just as hungover as him. Come on, you'll miss the battle, they yelled. Renato added sail as the Farfarers scudded across the sky. Who could have taken the Iblis stone? Was it some Imperial spy? He would find him, and kill him, and take the stone back.
Well. Well. He had a bunch of Ronaldo. Yeah, but then he wanted to go and get drunk because they remembered the hero. Maybe he got so drunk and gambled
Renato
away.
had a bad taste in his mouth. He was killing ravens, but it wasn't fun. It felt like a chore. Renato hated chores. As a fox kid, he'd gone hungry rather than clean his room. He still didn't clean his room, he just moved house every few years.
Okay.
Who had the Iblis stone anyway? Up ahead, he could hear screaming and croaking and cawing. But who was winning?
Flawed hero is flawed, yes. Indeed.
Hey, a workbench! He could try out his new bling.
I think I'll keep this. I love this. And I think this is probably a good one to keep as well, to be honest. But I'll at least have a look what this one is. Dispel damage by 20%. In all reality, it's not like I necessarily need the resistant to physical damage, but... is it there? Yeah. Physical or magical. The magical usually hurts me more though, or hits me more often, so maybe I should actually change it to the elemental resistance for just that reason. I may be caught by that a little bit easier. And yeah, nothing we can do there really, so that's totally fine. That's all fine. But now killing is no more even fun when our Iblis stone is gone. Be right back, kill them all, including the bots. Yeah, I shall do so. I shall do so. When they're just enemies to fight, that is. At the moment, they are evading us. Ah, there's a shadow door. We can't enter the shadow door, though. Can't enter a shadow door. I didn't have skills? Yeah, don't have any skills. Well, what's in here then?
The portal that led right into the middle of the fleet. It was a glaring weakness in the defense.
I think I got hit a little bit there because I was silly. Oh well, not too big of an issue, but a little bit annoying. Don't stay there, you freaking idiot. I tried to press to the other direction, but I think I pressed there even though I shouldn't have. That's annoying. I lost a lot of health to that stupid explode enemy. Okay, so I can go back there, good. And that's a portal somewhere, wherever that may be, but let's go and explore this way first.
He thought.
Yes, good. I was thinking that there's probably a chest or something here, and so there was. Wind essence. But I'm pretty sure that I didn't have enough ore. It was 50 ore again, I think, so I got only 47. Anywho's. Well, portal it is. We're back to the ships, to the battleships. I think this is the same location we ended last time around, so there's that same thing at the very least. Quite clearly.
Reynaldo smash!
Reynaldo smash. Everything. At least looks like the same place that we ended up last time around, finishing. So, probably. Though don't know if this goes exactly the same route, but there's way in both of these directions, so I guess I'll go to the right. Ooh, there's a chest. At least. Yay, stuff. Stuff from a chest. Probably the optional route to take, considering there's. Why did those do the things that they did? I'm not sure. Like it felt like they a little bit exploded or something like that. So I was just a little bit wondering if this will take us back. Yeah, we'll see if we'll doom the world again. I think we have, but oh, there's wind.
Brilliant. Lovely. Hold that pose.
I think that I froze the enemy that exploded, so it wasn't able to explode. Didn't I? I think I did that. It was one of those kind of things that would have exploded otherwise. Well, I don't have a shadow. Sniff. No possibility to get that chest, then. Can only go backwards and doing the wrong things. But pressing the wrong buttons. Lovely. I got all the way in the team. I'm trying to push the dash, but sometimes then you do it too slowly, even though you're trying to do it. Well, I'm getting a little bit more damage from those, but it's still decently going, at least, if nothing else. Losing a little bit of health, though. But it is also becoming more difficult when there's those different type of enemies after all.
This was much easier than free climbing.
But I don't think it snowed last time around. I think it's nonetheless a little bit changed in that sense. No, don't hit it again. I was thinking that, no, don't do it, Ronaldo. I accidentally pressed to hit. You have died. Yes, I know. Restart from the checkpoint because I'm stupid. I at least wasn't in there now, so that's at least good. I'm gonna use a little bit of my shield powers now because I think I even need to. Considering I lost a little bit too much health, I should even just take some health back with the hero sword next fight, to be honest. Though I don't have a lot of power in it, but at least I survived. Oops, yes. I died. Oh yeah, this part. And I have almost no health, which is great. Well, at least
As she ran forward, Renato noticed that some ravens were starting to ignore him. Just running away. Who are they running from? Some hero of the revolution? If some other so-called hero of the revolution had the stone and tried to take his victory and his medals, Renato was gonna be seriously pissed off. He was the hero, not some other bozo.
Oh dear. I am the hero. Reynolds says that he is the hero, not anyone else should not be able to be the hero. For God's sakes. Someone taking our... Okay, we need to go into that ship again. Soon. Soon. Soon I shall. Ronaldo... Ronaldo has a bit of an opinion about himself, doesn't he? Yeah. There's another bozo? The plot thickens. Well, apparently there is, because someone took our stone after all. It was stolen, so apparently this guy is wanting to take our credit. Waiting for the... yeah. What will exactly happen? Yeah, I need to kill that guy specifically first of all, if in any way possible. Good. I should also take some help from these guys. Because I'm a little bit low on the health side, because I lost it stupidly because of that one exploding enemy. Multiple soul story, yes. Yes, our fantasy of being the hero has been well, I guess it won't come to truth. Won't happen considering all of this going on. Yes. It's quite sad. I wanna kill this guy. First of all. And nicely. I love that ice though. I do like that ice for sure. But why do those make that sort of like noise when you go close to them sometimes? Like poof, like that did just a moment ago. I don't know, I guess there's some sort of lights. Dream shattered, like a bot without loot. Yeah, that's the thing. Team was completely shattered, which is really sad. For poor little Reynaldo. This is in the very, very end. What's the word I'm looking for? Hubris? Hubris? Maybe? I don't know. What would be the word you're looking for? What would it be? I think we're getting a little bit further though in this again, because we're not actually shooting it from the distance, but just walking. So yeah, we definitely are. It didn't quite go like this last time around, so interesting. Debris. Okay, what's this then? What sort of a magic wizard? Enchanters can buff and heal enemies. Buff enemies are very dangerous. Got it then. Nope. You're nothing alone, buffer. Is there a lot of Latin words in Finnish? Maybe not. Not that many, but some that are a little bit from there. Depends a little bit, of course, but I find a lot of the fancy words in Dutch and Germany and English all come from the Latin. I don't think there are many, since Finnish is pretty unique. Yeah. Well, there is definitely like influences with words like let's say Well, a lot of our words anyways are combination words, like we take something like a computer and it's tietokone, so tieto is knowledge and kone is just like a machine. So we just have like put them together and that's our computer. So it's kind of, I like the way that we have done it so that we don't just take the loan word and just straight up use it. But there is some, but I can't think of any right now. I would have to check better into it, which words exactly are taken. But like, for example, the word kuningas means king. So I don't remember how it was exactly in Swedish, but it's something cool. So it is something that is at least come from other languages, and some words come from a little bit from Russia too, as I understand. Like sininen, I think, as a color blue is a little bit from there. So there's definitely influences from a lot of words. Yeah, kungen. So kuningas, it's still changed, it's different, but nonetheless, it's definite influence. It depends on the words, of course, which ones. Yeah, König in Germany. Electric brain. It's interesting that the computer in Chinese is then electric brain. That's funny. A little bit like Chinese. Well, language-wise, we do work a lot like Japanese. I don't remember if we talked of it before or not, but there was the double consonants, like 2 Ks are there as well, and long vocals are written the same. And they kind of use the same sort of a sähköaivo, yeah. That would be an interesting name for a computer. But yeah, we use the like vocal harmony, like in the same sense that Japanese usually have difficulty saying some of the English words which have a lot of consonants, because they usually always put, like, I read that, for example, the girlfriend in Japanese, as I understand, was kurufurendo. So there's a lot more vocals put into there in all of it than just girlfriend, where there's so much more consonants. So it's similar in those versions. So and there's actually a lot of words in Japanese that are the same as in Finnish, but then just a different meaning. Like, for example, the word kani is a rabbit or bunny in Finnish, but it's a crab in Japanese. Or what was the other? Yeah, constant vowel balance rhythm. Yeah, definitely. And then the sora is like gravel in Finnish, but sora in my knowledge was sky in Japanese, so very opposing like words and in all reality. And my friend found a manga before that was named Nekokissa, and she knew that neko meant cat in the Japanese, but then and kissa is on the other hand cat in Finnish, so for her at that moment it just meant cat, because neko was cat and kissa was cat in Finnish on the other hand, but in all reality it was of course like cat coffee, the name of the manga. But yeah, there's a lot of like words that are nonetheless very similar. So just funny.
Finally, Renato came to the Emperor's ship.
Well,
Zenobia lay dead in front of it.
Oh,
The
dear.
ship was a wreck. Ravens lay dead, sprawled everywhere. Bloody feathers spattered across the deck and the dock. The council speaker came out. She was waving a sword around like a flag. "Look at me, Renato!" she croaked. The
dear.
Ibla stone on the sword was black as coal.
Now I will be Empress, and all shall tremble before me, she croaked.
So the stone had her. It was in her brain, whining for blood. "I'm afraid I can't allow that," said Renato, and moved to fight her. Toads are not usually good with swords. Something about the footwork. And the council speaker was not even a warrior. She was always tripping over things, which is quite an impressive achievement when you're a toad. Yet somehow, she was pressing Renato backwards as he desperately tried to keep her sword away from his throat. "Look, why don't you keep the stone?" he asked.
You deserve it.
Blood and souls for Iblis, she croaked. Blood and souls.
She got under his guard with her sword. It was just the tip. But sometimes just the tip is enough. He could feel his soul being sucked into the stone.
Dear.
As he died, he felt embarrassed more than anything else. Renato stared at the book. He was still alive. Again. And still only flying away from burning Ubar. Had he lived that adventure? Or only dreamt it? Had he really died? It felt so real, not like a dream at all. And he'd lost again. Oh, he hated that.
I hate that too.
But he had made different choices. And he'd lost in a different way. It was the book, wasn't it? Oracles showed you your destiny. But this was showing him different ways he could die miserably. Thanks a bunch, book, he thought.
Thanks a bunch.
But these were destinies that he did not have to fulfill. But he'd learn another true thing. The Iblis Stone was evil. It would try to corrupt anyone who used it.
Yes, it would. Well, at least there's variety, and okay, seafood, as in seafood, means bottom in Cantonese. So you've learned quite a bit of Chinese. Can you speak it fluently or? But yeah, cross-language false friends, no crap. Can you image watching yourself die in the same way over and over again? Yeah, boring. That would be boring. So, new story completed. 17, so kind of funny. We've done 17 and 18 now, so nothing like 5 and 17 or something like that, but exactly 17 and 18. What kind of a hero are you? A hero who deserves his medal, who will not let anyone steal the hero title. That's the hero we were this time around. But a new truth is unlocked. The Iblis Stone corrupts anyone who uses it. So yeah, we got a new truth revealed. Tier 3 skills also unlocked. Interesting. So yeah, oh dear, this frog couldn't handle it. I wonder how it would have ended up if we actually went to meet with her. Rather, I'm okay with Mandarin limited into Cantonese, most listen and not speak. It used to be better, but then I went to Germany and had everything written. Yeah. When you don't use a language, you more easily forget. But yeah, interesting. 2 stories.
But that meant there must be a destiny where he survived and won, right? Otherwise, what was the point? And with that, the book's pages fluttered back once more to the beginning, and the clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game changer.
Again.
Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced. Renato knew that using it could go catastrophically wrong, but he was sure he could figure out how to use it safely. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert. The Iblis Stone was hidden there. It was a dangerous artifact. It could corrupt its user into a bloodthirsty monster. Maybe he could find a way to use it, to take its power without surrendering to its wickedness. On the other hand, his old friend Lapino needed rescuing. Lapino was no game changer, but could Renato really leave an old friend to the Ravens?
You do get a lot of skills being a foreigner rather than just a student of a language. I found I could hear Mandarin and Cantonese a lot quicker after living in Germany and having to listen for meaning on a daily basis. Yeah, understandable. It is definitely easier to learn in there. So this is of course the one that we haven't done at all yet. We haven't actually tried to go for the Sky Ripper at all. The temple we were at. But on the other hand, we could go and just rescue Lapino and maybe this time around go and visit the Emperor's daughter. Lappi maid, how have you been? Lappi, you old dumbass. Yeah, shall we go to Lappi? I assume you guys are thinking the same as I, that we should be going back to Lappi and see about getting him rescued again. Don't know what happened to him last time around, but yeah. We can always build the Sky Ripper later on, or see about building it. So yeah, so the rebellion was out of time and ran out to needed game changer, even though Lapino wasn't anyone who could be considered game changer. He could come up with some hair-brained schemes. Maybe rescuing him was averted. Maybe it indeed was. Let's go, I think, right? I do think that you guys are saying that, so let's just go. I don't need to be waiting for a confirmation.
Ah, Lapino. Apparently, the Mad Rabbit had sold a Pegasus that he did not exactly own. Lapino always wiggled out of trouble, given time. But he was out of time. The Ravens had figured out that Lapino was a rebel spy. If the fleet reached him first, they'd string him up for that. Never mind the winged horse.
I guess it could be considered a little bit racist to say he's hair-brained. And yeah, this time we'll definitely nail it, because third time's always the charm. Hairbrains are just good as foxbrains, right? Well, I guess they all...
Lapino had apparently managed to confuse the judge by arguing that he hadn't actually stolen a winged horse. He'd only sold it. But wait, where was the prison? The village was empty. Had everybody fled the Ravens?
Lappi didn't actually betray us last time. No, he was just he offered to go and get the stone, which we didn't trust. He wanted the stone, or said that he could take the stone to the observatory, but he didn't exactly ever betray us. He just went there before us to like try to say to them that we would be coming, and all of a sudden the observatory was completely destroyed. Yes, but was it because of him or not isn't something that we can know. So did Lappi betray us? That's a completely good question, but I didn't think that we ever for a certainty saw him like betray us. So what's here? Why is there a route here? Like all the way back? Hey, the stuff.
A crafting bench. Renato wondered what he could make with it.
Lappi might be a good guy, yes. Lappi might be. So we could upgrade this sword if we wanted, or also ignites all surrounding enemies, which is kind of sweet, but I really want to be able to craft this. So it requires 70 ore. So, okay. Well, at least a chest.
What could he craft with the materials he had? Renato had a pretty good idea, actually.
I think we last time like started from the ship, and now it just straight away decided to put us all the way there. But who could make boats in these days? What with just boat vandals on the loose? Yeah, true. How could you ever... Oh. Hello, guys. It's so nice to be able to get rid of him completely with freezing. So many of them, though. So many of them. Oh. Oh, ouch. He really did attack actually really quickly after the full enchantment, so that is something that has to be like careful
Renato
about.
had seen villages emptied like this. All the people taken away to be sacrificed in the Emperor's secret rituals. Renato hoped the people were just hiding.
Hope so. There's actually a way there too, which I'm pretty sure we didn't actually... Didn't this last time like just flew us over this full village and we never actually walked through the village? So that's the difference. We are actually walking through the village this time, not going with the ship all the way like just above it. Last time we were just able to see it from above, and we were already put all the way into the other, like after the village. And yeah, but vandals indeed, so... But yeah, that's interesting. It actually allows us to go to the village this time around. When we have actually met some... Hey, we are half wall, half fox. Ain't that sweet?
Think of all the artisans he was creating employment for. Truly, he was a job creator.
Yes, we totally were such a great job creator, like seriously. Just think about it. Like, if there's no one to break the bonds, there's no jobs to do. Seriously. It's perfect for all the jobs. Oh, there's
Renato
two of them.
thought of the Iblis stone and shivered. He had no business messing with ancient, cruel artifacts. What he needed was his friends around him. Clear eyes, full hearts. Can't lose.
Also, points for making us doubt our memory the same way Renato does. Yeah, totally. This is indeed the case. Like, I was thinking that, actually, how did it go first? Breaking pots for the stronger economy. Yeah, it's... At least when I can, that is. For some reason, some of these just decide to not break. After many hits, vote one Gide. Yes. Vote me for office, and we shall be creating lots of jobs for everyone by destroying all the bots that we create. It's perfect. It's perfect for the economy. It's perfect for everyone. Just trust us. Trust me. Immortal bot. I'd vote. Seems like a solid plan. Yeah, I was thinking about that too. It's a great way of creating jobs. Absolutely perfect. I don't know where to go. Too many ways to explore this village. And so many pots and barrels to destroy. Who could resist? Just give me that energy even if I don't need it. Did I visit here? No, I didn't. Did I? Oh. Yeah, I love the breathing in these exploding guys. Then they can't explode. I love freezing them.
Renato felt new powers, ready to blossom within him. Or something.
Or something. Oh, it's good that it's something. Step 4, profit. Oh, attack speed gem. That sounds very nice. Oh, there's so many gem choices too. Like, what do you wanna use in the gems? Oh, it's a perfectly good question. I have no idea. What would I wanna use? Hey, a chest. At least. Ooh, I probably could be even making the... It was 75 hours. Oh, by the way, I published my Let's Play of the Nihilumbra. Okay. You can... Well, you can even put your, like, the link to your channel here too if you want. Next project will be Fallout 1. Ah, you will probably finish it quicker than I will. But, hey. Is it going to be blind? The Fallout 1 then? Oh, there is an eye here. Good. Yes, do provide a link, Tajunta. So people can go and have a look, see.
2 eyes good. 1 eye dead.
1 eye dead. Ah, great then. Lovely. We'll have to at least, I'm definitely at least going to be watching from the start. I can't watch the areas that I haven't played, but definitely we'll have a peek and a look. If you just provide the link. Later, sooner or later here. But I think, yeah, like here I wasn't able to pick that door, so I wasn't able to go there last time around.
Ooh, wouldn't this gauntlet look swell with that jewel in it?
Let's see about gems too then. Shieldbreaker I still like. I like all of these. What will I then... Attack speed. But maybe I can be without the defense if I have attack speed. Just to say, recording still feels a bit awkward. Well, it is something that one has to be getting used to. It is something one learns. It's not something that like is automatic there. Just like you... Okay, we can do this too. Also the void blade, though. So let's do that.
This sword from the mystical east could make time itself slow for you.
Increases movement and attack speed cost energy. And okay, there's the channel then for anyone who is interested to have a look. Good. I'll have a look then, of course, later on, not right away. Okay. I didn't mean to do that. Well, I guess I should be giving this a go too.
Ronaldo felt like he was ready to learn new things. Thank goodness he didn't have to go to school for that.
Yeah, thank goodness, no school. Well, let's see what this is. Inflict damage on hooked enemies. Interesting. Freeze time for everyone but Reynaldo when countering an attack at the last second. Lasts a few seconds. So that's something that only if you do it at the very last moment countering. Interesting. Kick and throw distance are increased. Increase the maximum sword energy. Okay, that's sword energy then, not hit points. And of course just more stamina over there. That's true, a shield. Okay, that's nice, but of course I would have to upgrade this completely to get this ability anyways. So many things to take. Any distance, auto access when reaching a certain combo threshold through sword food. Maybe I should take the perfect strike. Seems
Every
like
day he was getting better and better.
good one. But yeah, I hope you will be enjoying the Fallout, playing the Fallout as well. I should, as said, also continue it to the end actually. I haven't been kicking or throwing a lot though. Maybe inflict damage on hooked enemies. I can use it sometimes, or counter an attack now causes damage, or increase maximum sword energy could be nice. Maybe I'll take that. Okay, let's go back to the fire altar though, because otherwise I'm afraid that it will go badly. So much bass in the voice. Okay, well I'll be hearing later on. But yeah, I hope you all the best with the channel for sure.
You never knew where the road would take you, thought Ronaldo.
Yes, never know, never know. Yes, what's later then? Well, I guess you could go even right away if you really wanted to. Would be a shame though, for me, but... Okay, yes, I need to do this. However, I can't get through at the moment unless
That was always a rush.
Okay, maybe that doesn't... Is it not affected by this? Maybe it's not, maybe it is, I'm not sure. I'm not a professional, but thank you, Tayunta. Like, not right after. Because I need to work tomorrow with my brain. Yeah. I'm kind of... Okay, I got through. I just needed to act quickly.
He'd found a Superman issue #1 in mint condition in a jar he'd broken. He planned to keep breaking things until he had the whole series.
It's kind of interesting how many different things like has been also recorded for the just breaking stuff though. Profikide. Totally very professional. Absolutely. 100% professional. Well, I guess that was it then though, for the moment. I need to check out the ability of this sword dude though. Yeah, I could have gone from there or come from there and everything. Yay, more stone. More stone. So much stone. Is this not the way to go? I guess not. Even though it feels like that would be the logical way to be going, but maybe it's not then. Where am I supposed to go? Show me the way, game. I have no idea where to go. Exactly. Okay. Or is there actually a way in here then that I haven't used? I guess it is. Yeah, sure. Okay. No, this is the same place. Though. This is the exactly same place that I was just in. Okay. That doesn't do anything for me. Okay. So... Where to? Where do I need to go? Any ideas, guys? I have no idea, at least. Because this seems like this is just backwards. There shouldn't be anything in here, right? Other than what we already have gone through. You do so well. Thank you, Chim Chim. Though to be honest, I prefer live kid to pre-recorded kid. Yeah, it depends on the game though a little bit, but yeah, I've actually started to like streaming quite a bit, so. But I still don't think that I want to stream something like Fallout for example, as a blind let's play. But as said, something like Wizardries and such. Oh no, there's a well. Well, we definitely did not go down the well this time here, for certainty. The area is pretty large, but yeah, there's a well. It's glowing. Jump down. I was like wondering, but yeah, thank you, Chim Chim. Nonetheless, I don't consider myself very professional, but I'm being myself. That's pretty much all that one can be. All I wish to be. Okay, what's this way then? Well, down the well. Rabbit hole. Even, one might say. Where do I go? Well, there's a waterfall. I wonder if he is in a different place than Lapino, our good old friend. Like, all the stories that we played through also changed things, so... Yeah, so we act even quicker with this sword if we press its ability, which is pretty sweet. So... Well, that went quickly.
Ravens were landing everywhere. The advance guard. He'd better get moving. If they got to Lapino first, they'd eat him for breakfast. Or a snack. Ravens weren't picky. If they got hungry, they sometimes forgot to interrogate their prisoners. Even top spies like Lapino. Where had the mad rabbit got to?
Ooh, I can go into that door now because I have the shadow sword. Lovely. Was there something... I guess I should just open the shadow door and check it out. Though, to be honest, I think I should do that.
What's behind door number 2?
Yes, that's a good question. At least a chest. And some another thing to read through. Interesting. And another jewel. Critical chance level 2 already. Well, that's nice. Well, read then. Dear Zenobia, how are you enjoying the academy? New friends must already be flocking around you, no doubt. Here in the palace things are the same. I have much time to dedicate to my special hobby. I have been collaborating with Professor Calaveras and his team of experts to investigate the nature of the islands. My god is telling me that the islands are alive. I think they have a will of their own. Reminded me a bit about Stanley Parable. Do you hear me, daughter? Our world could be more than floating masses of rock and water. Professor Calaveras and his boys have made measurements. The islands are drifting, surrounded by the endless sky. It is difficult to notice. But through careful measurements of the wind over long periods of time, they are certain that the islands are moving westward. But where to? It may take centuries, millennia, to reach the destination. I have this strange idea. What if the islands are some sort of a herd, and that they are deliberately searching for another herd of islands? Can you imagine new islands with their own inhabitants? The thought that we may not be alone. If only I could live long enough to witness the event. With love, Father. He entered the door and he left. True, true. A little bit of Stanley Parable. Me too. That was such a good game, interactive storytelling experience. Yeah, it was. It was awesome. I really loved Stanley Parable for sure. It was awesome. Not that many games that are done as well in that respective for sure, though.
Do you guys ever eat fresh food? You don't smell like it.
Okay, good enough. And he exploded quite nicely. Quite lovely. Quite lovely. And just breaking more barrels. Did you guys play the beginner's guide? I'm not sure what you mean by beginner's guide, so I guess I haven't. Hey, we found Lapino though. Again. Hello,
Dirty
Lapino.
and bloody, Renato finally reached Lapino. The rabbit was practicing his shuffle. Renato recognized the cards. It was Lapino's favorite deck. Oh, I thought you were in danger. I am. The ravens are coming. Oh, the prison thing. Right, yeah, see, this guard owed me 53 ducats, so we made a deal. They're very reasonable people, actually, for weasels. Now, I got a brilliant plan to kidnap Zenobia.
We capture Zenobia, we find out what she knows, and that's the whole war right there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Capture the Emperor's greatest general, who also happened to be a deadly sorcerer and, oh, his only daughter? That would be worth it. On the other hand, he could still get to the core of the Sky Ripper, even if he couldn't get the whole thing. It must have great power.
I think I've probably heard of it, but I can't think what game it exactly is. But I have to keep that in mind for the future then, I think. I think I need to do that. So yeah. Pretty unique game, the beginner's guide and the creative experience. So you're interested in the game design and the creative experience. Okay, well, I'll gotta keep that in mind for the future. So, not this one. I'm very sure that no one wants to be going again for the Sky Ripper's core. We've done it twice in a row, basically. So, pay a call on Zenobia and kidnap her, apparently, is what we are probably going to do. So Reynardo and Lapino were back together, but Reynardo still needed a game changer to save the rebellion. Maybe Lapino was right. Maybe they should go kidnap the Emperor's only daughter and the greatest general, Zenobia. Extracting intel out of her would turn the tide in the civil war. I would think it is Zenobia time now. Let's go with Lapino's plan and see how things go and go forward. First time we did indeed go for the Lost God's Eye, but yeah, don't think that's the best idea. Yes, Zenobia time. Let's go.
Zenobia wasn't just the Emperor's daughter, of course. She'd been Renato's best friend in Sword Fu school. And you're still mad for her, the rabbit reminded him. They'd been close. She'd told him things no one else knew. But she'd never told him who she really was.
She knows all the Emperor's plans, chuckled the master spy.
She won't give them up easily.
She'll tell the interrogators, all right,
said Lapino. Taking her would change the game, all right.
If it works out, that is. Zenobia time, plan C. C time, engage. Yes, definitely. Let's see how this will work out. That will be definitely interesting. Very.
The city was already under Zenobia's control. I had to admire her efficiency. Renato shivered at the thought of Zenobia at the mercy of the interrogators. Could he really turn her over to them? But this was war. It wasn't meant to be pretty.
I don't know if we are gonna be turning her over, though. But here, Kitty Kitty, wasn't that the name of this thing? Capture Zenobia. Well, this is at least a map that we've never been yet in. Ooh, yes. I was thinking that, no, not into there yet. First, explore this way a bit. And that was worth it. Well, let's go. Activate this thing. I still like the ice sword the most though, thus far. For some reason it doesn't want to go into the middle here. Wonder why. Now he does. Oh, there seems to be quite a lot of dead people around. Dead. Dead in the hands of the... what?
If only he had some way to break the ice. Or convince it he was a friend.
Oh, same. And that one guy just like died to that guy. Just ignore those dead bodies. It's fine, totally fine. There's nothing to worry about. Not a thing to worry about. At all. Yeah, nothing's wrong. Physical resistance level 2 as well. Too many gems we got to...
Gogglers. Renato hated gogglers.
They're easy to kill,
It was almost
though.
impossible to sneak past them. If one
Really?
didn't spot you, another one would.
It hasn't been the case yet, Ronaldo, though. We've been doing very well against those gogglers. So, what are you talking about? Well, of course there's more of them here, so things may change, but thus far it's been going pretty well. Seems there's quite a bit more around here. Totally fine at this point, though. Just get him quickly, so his buddies will not see a thing. Yes.
Say goodnight,
all good.
Gracie, said Renato, wondering who Gracie was.
That's a very good question. I don't know who Grace is. Don't think there was anything else here to destroy. Reynolds, it's very possible to sneak past them. Constantly, yeah. Like, seriously, we haven't been even spotted once by those eyes yet, so it's been going well thus far. Sometimes they are a little bit tougher there, but still, we manage even that very easily. I mean, if they pay attention to their dead comrades, that'd be a problem. True, true. Door closed behind us. Ooh, isn't that her boss? No, Lapino is there, isn't it? Lapino?
So, what's this plan of yours? Use me as bait, said Lapino. And he outlined a slightly complicated plan that involved geese, a net, setting the Farfarer a little bit on fire, Lapino dressing as an old blind toad, and Renato hiding inside a monstrous watermelon.
Oh.
What could possibly
Okay.
go wrong? Thought Renato.
I mean, Gogglers, typical Lappi. Okay, so, not the time for harebrained schemes, or go for Lapino's cheese, net, fire, toad, watermelon plan. Guys, do we go with his plan? Or not the time for harebrained schemes? Do tell, do we go with his plan? And yes, absolutely typical Lappi with his harebrained schemes. Funny music too, to go with it. It does have watermelon, yes. It does have a watermelon in the plan. Does watermelon work in plans though? It's a question. Is he unstable? That music fits this situation. It fits perfectly into this situation. Very much indeed. Kinda want to see it happen. Yeah, I agree with you. It would be fun to see it happen. Whatever the plan, or however it will actually go, and if it will work out or not. But it would be fun to see. It would definitely be fun to see. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? So your vote is for this, Jim Jim? What about Tayunda? Do you wanna see it? Alright, Lappi, but if it doesn't work, go with the flow. Maybe Lappi knows what he's doing. Maybe. We'll see.
Oh, this is gonna be fun, said Lapino, as he ran to go set up his marvelous plan.
Well, I'm happy we are able to let at least
It
him
would
be
be
happy.
fun to try out that one. And here was a handy workbench.
Oh dear, we'll see, we'll see. So, So many ones. Critical chance, your attacks have a 15% chance to deal double damage. I think I'll rather use that nonetheless. I just like the shield breaker too much at the moment though, even though I probably shouldn't be using it, like all things considering, like just because that's a major maybe. Or maybe we'll find out he doesn't. Major maybe, yes. I kind of still like the idea of being just able to break those shields just like that. 27 zone isn't going to be able to provide me with anything though. Okay, but we can get into this door, so let's do that.
Or I could go that way, he thought.
At least I've got to him. I do think that I need to always kill those first of all, but I still have to be extremely careful with... Okay, he's staying there. That guy who was really buffed up. That worked perfectly though. That was sweet. Okay, hey, when you're ready in a magical book that lets you explore all possibilities, why wouldn't you go with the most ludicrous of options first? Yes. Besides, these have a lot of these secret messages, which is sweet.
Renato had heard stories of a dungeon where chests were filled with potions and weapons. Fairy tales.
Fairy tales, but yeah, see, the critical chance even level 3, so that's pretty sweet. I gotta say. Well, let's read more. Dear Zenobia, as you read this letter, you are locked in your chambers, ready to spend your last night before, well, you know. I will not apologize. I know you are too proud to forgive me. I also know you won't resist reading through. You are a cat. As much as I have tried to educate you like a proper toad. I swear to you, and you have to believe me, that I did not plan all this when I adopted you. You have always been my special little kitten. Okay, what exactly has been going on? That is why I'm writing this now, weeks in advance. I know I will not have the heart to do it in the night of the sacrifice. Okay, so they're planning to sacrifice her. If I think of you as my daughter, then I may change my mind. You must think I am selfish. And yes, I am a selfish, sad little toad that's afraid to die. But what I am doing will, ultimately, serve the greater good. I want the power. I want it all. And so I will keep my subjects content. Peace for eternity. Even if you hate me now, you can still respect that. You have to. It is the only way I can forgive myself for doing this to you. I will miss you for eternity. Tomorrow, try not to make a scene. Everyone will be watching. Still, with love, Father. Kitten is never appropriate, even to a cat. He says as a non-cat owner. Okay. Well, that's an interesting insight, though. That is quite of an interesting insight. Just need to be always able to use... I guess I should really... Oh, no, not this one. I guess I should really... Because this is just level 1, so maybe I should put the critical chance because it's level 3, so it's a bigger bonus anyways. Yeah, that is using coming quite clearly, seems like it, quite clearly. I didn't have any skills? No. Or skill points, I have skills.
Death to traitors! Caught the ravens.
Got the ravens. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. I was able to take care of him very easy. Nice. Nice. Well, I guess I'll kill you first. Lovely. I love the dashing in this though. When I can dash towards the enemy. Now that I'm having the buttons a little bit better too. Sorry, adopted daddy issues. Yeah, adopted daddy issues. It's very interesting that the father is a toad, but then the daughter is a cat. Caught the ravens. But this has had a nice humor thus far in this game for sure. I like the story. Okay, Lapino, let's go with your watermelon plan, right? So...
Renato felt dubious about the whole plan. With every step, he was waiting for it all to go horribly wrong. But against all odds, Lapino's idiotic plan worked. Zenobia's ravens ran off after the geese, the net dropped, and Renato jumped out of the watermelon and put his sword to Zenobia's throat.
Renato, she said. Are those new scars? They look good on you. You never returned my velvet jacket. It was my favorite. You look stupid in velvet. Ah, what does an imperial princess know about style? Oh, get a room, you two, said Latino.
But the fleet was coming on fast, so they put Zenobia on the Farfarer and took her east over the Nexus.
She'd vanished from Swordfu School, from his life, without even saying goodbye, without ever telling him she was the Emperor's adopted daughter. Ah, Lapina was right, Renato thought reluctantly. She knows things. She recognized his look. You're taking me to the interrogators, aren't you? She said, wide-eyed. And then she jumped, with horror. Renato saw Zenobia plummeting. Then he saw the Nexus below them. Cats always land on their feet. Ah, she'll head for the Imperial outpost, yelled Lapino. You have to catch her.
Okay, well, cats always land on their feet. She will just able to jump just like that, and she's totally fine and okay with that, so... oh dear. Even without parachutes, yeah. Apparently so.
Cats can run faster, but foxes can run longer. If he ran, he could head her off before she reached her minions at the outpost. Well, he did love a good chase.
Okay, well, at least we love chase. So, I guess that's good. Chase after Zenobia is our objective. Let's run. I'm not sure that's physics. Yeah, well, apparently it is. It is. Cats survive. Even long falls, because they always land on their feet. Especially in stories about Destinies. Why wouldn't you believe it? No, nothing in that crystal. Nothing in the crystal.
Kill her! Kill the rebel! Caught one, Raven. Eat the rebel!
What?
Caught another.
That sounded funny. God and Raven like that and this. Yay, some more health. And a chest. A chest, a lovely chest with way more stone. This is always welcome.
He wished there were more pylons he could use the hook on. They really needed to construct additional pylons.
Totally. Definitely. Needed way more pylons. Well, I've heard it's not the landing that kills you, it's the crushing impulse of gravity. Yeah, I know, but, you know. Cats still survive. Absolutely. No way around that. Absolutely no. Okay, yeah. Here is just the one truth, two truths revealed and all that. So that's all fine. Let's see about using this
The mysterious sword from the east made you so fast you could catch a fly with your chopsticks. If that's what you really wanted.
If that's what you really wanted, I'm not sure why I would want to be catching at least a fly with a chopstick, but it's a possibility. It's good to have possibilities. Reference to Karate Kid as well. Alrighty. Further in, higher into the, like, just these steps or to us, I'm not sure if Zenobia was actually able to use that type of sword, so maybe she's not able to come this way. Lovely, killing real fast. Apparently, it didn't work quite as well just a moment ago, but perfect nonetheless, so that's all cute. Went well enough. Okay, nothing in there, even though it looked a little bit suspicious, mayhap. What about this chest, though?
Renato remembered when he'd first stolen one of these. Good times.
Real good times. Stealing things, absolutely perfect. Nothing. Nothing. Can't go back there. Fine. Let's go here then. And here.
He was closing on her. He could smell her fear. He tried not to think about the interrogators at the secret base. What they'd do to her. Maybe it didn't have to end that way. Maybe he could talk to her. But, after all, there were worse things the Imperials had done to friends of his.
Well, we have to be thinking
This
about
thing
it.
really needed a roof.
Before you were thinking about actually building a house into this kind of a thing, and thought that would be a pretty sweet. So then that would have a roof. Some more health. Another workbench. How much stone did I have? Not even remotely enough. Fine. Two prongs don't make a right, Reynaldo. Yes, this is something that Reynaldo doesn't seem to know, however. Nice, nice. Ouch. That guy did get a hit on me now, though, which is kind of a shame, but wasn't too bad. Otherwise, I did start to use a little bit more of the sword's powers, though. So I do
Renato
like...
reached the outpost. The Imperials there were no match for him. Soon after, Zenobia limped up the path. When she realized he was already in front of her, she didn't even try to run. Oh, you left without saying goodbye. Again. He said, please. I'm enjoying this a little too much. She said, shaken. Oh, spare us the chit-chat, would you? Said Lapino as he shackled her hands so she couldn't throw spells. She knows all his plans. All the way back to the Farfarer. Lapino nagged Renato about how the interrogators would pry all the intel out of Zenobia. How that would turn the tides in the imminent battle. All they had to do was take her to the rebels' secret base. Renato didn't like to think about what the interrogators would do to her. Couldn't he just talk to her?
Oh, that's a choice. That hit for imperfect painful, yeah. Sniff, sniff. Very sad. Sad to get imperfect. And yes, I'm thinking about talking to... I don't... Like, we just before had that frog that at least got completely possessed by the stone in the base, so I'm not sure I trust them enough. The things the interrogators would do to her, the thought made Reynaldo shudder, but it was necessary so they would win the war. Yes, he would take Zenobia to the secret rebel base. Or, who would choose torture unless you had to? Yeah, maybe we will choose it in the future in a different path, but not this time around, I don't think. Not this time around. Or, does Dayunda agree or not? Once again, Zenobia was Reynaldo's prisoner. The next stop would be the rebel base. But the things the interrogators would do to her, Reynaldo could skip the base and find a way to interrogate Zenobia himself. Yeah, that is true. Let's go with this path.
As they pulled away from the Nexus, Renato could see the fear in Zenobia's eyes. I can't take her to those creatures at the base, he whispered to Lapino. Ah, you've gone soft. Soft in the head. We captured her for what she knows. I'll take her to the mountains. Tell all the horrible things the Emperor's done. Yeah, believe me. She'll turn. And he turned the wheel. The hell you will! Shouted Lapino, and he grabbed the wheel back from him.
Lapino.
The two of them wrestled for control of the ship. It shot off like a mad sparrow. Suddenly,
Lapino.
Renato was falling.
Good, good. We are all on the same page. Oh dear, though. Oh dear. So, now, Lapitit sort of betrays us. He thinks that it was the right idea to take her there.
When he came to, Zenobia was standing over him. Why didn't you take me to the base to be interrogated? She demanded. Do you know what's left of people they interrogate? This is some trick, isn't it? To make me fall for you again. Well, I won't. Oh, go on then. Scurry back to your ravens. I can't stop you. But strangely, she didn't. As Renato set off to find the Farfarer, she followed him, keeping just out of sight of the ravens.
Well, that's interesting, however. Lappi though, Lappi. I was thinking that I don't know if we can completely trust him, but he hadn't totally betrayed us yet, though however I guess he is loyal to the rebel base, to the rebels, rather than to us. The friendship means less for him though. Doesn't seem like she's following, but I guess she is just very far away. I don't know. Well, I couldn't talk to her. Well, fine. You follow or not, I need to go. Oh, I guess she in spirit is following us or something. Whee! Seriously, one harebrained scheme deserves another. Yep, indeed. But no. And yeah, Lapino just didn't understand. He likes his own plans, he doesn't like other people's plans, and maybe he thinks that we are too love-struck, and that's blinding us. Only the hare gets to have skins, apparently. Yep, true. Very true. Well, destroying stuff at the very least. And getting more stones. Let's go up.
This was definitely better than pulling yourself up in a bucket.
Up in a bucket? Yeah, definitely. I'm pretty sure no one could argue against that. Let's just freeze you up. And then just slowly work on you too. Perfect. Acceptable style. I wonder if I'll ever get anything else than just acceptable.
As Renato stopped to sniff the wind, Zenobia came up, still mad. Did you really think you'd just talk me into betraying my father? Oh yeah, sure, that was exactly my plan. Then why aren't you even talking to me? Because I've never talked you into anything in my life. They're gonna court-martial you for letting me go. He caught a whiff of the Farfarer. Wet rope, tar, and a cask of Scobel ale he'd spilt last year. It was that way.
Funny. Only the hare gets to have skins apparently. No, that's racist. Yes, true. It is very racist. When no one else can have plans than him. Zenobia, you're not even coming into this. In all reality. Even though you're still following us. I guess she's just took hold of the bottom of this thing or something. I don't know. No, I wanna kill you. I wanna kill you first and foremost, before anyone else. And then you shall feel my fraud. Then you. Just strike, 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 strike after strike.
Done beautifully. Where was a bard when you needed one?
Where was a bard when you needed one? There's no bards inside. She's fine, she'll get up. Yes, true. She will. Okay, there's a shadow. I can't go into the shadow door if I follow these. I might not be otherwise able to go there, so let's follow these. Shadow door it is. Shadow door, I gotta be able to open the shadow door. After all, let us open the door. No
Maybe
sleep ball from the
I should
bar.
follow my nose, thought Renato.
Totally. I wouldn't want to follow their nose, though. Like, truly. I got the wrong weapon, though, but not too big of an issue. Lovely amount of damage, though, there. still just acceptable style. Sniff, sniff. What was that? I don't know. I don't know what he smelled. He smelled. I don't know, maybe treasure? Can he smell treasure?
This jewel was more than sparkly. It had arcane power and an engraving. To Cindy?
Engraving to Cindy? Why? Who is Cindy? Why has Cindy left his jewel in here? Or her jewel, as it is, generally speaking. Cindy is a female name, but anyways. What was that? Indeed. Oh yeah, I can destroy these things too. For more stuff. Better pray Cindy doesn't become back for it. Hopefully not. Though, I do wonder why it's even left all the way into here. I don't like you, so I shall kill you. ASAP. And now that I can have all the time in the world to kill you guys. Well. Lovely. Nice.
That had gone rather well, actually.
Yes, rather well. Rather swell. Rather well and rather swell. She's a black dragon. She makes interest out of people that take her gems. Ah, well, that's a bit more of a problem if she happens to be coming around then. Better leave the place then as soon as possible, eh? So that Cindy the dragon doesn't find us. I'm trying to pick up the door. Good. Good girl, Reynold. We're able to do it. Well, let's break more of these things. Who knows when they will actually give something useful. Who knows? So I've heard. I guess you must be correct. Yes, you must be correct. Nothing inside those. Nothing there. Just
it was
try to break everything.
Definitely easier to fight inanimate objects.
It was. Though I haven't had that much problem with the not inanimate objects too, but still, definitely easier. It's like they're just standing still and all, and not even fighting back.
Renato wondered if he should have taken Zenobia to the rebel base for real. Maybe she wasn't playing him after all. After the bleak talk about the Emperor's dark secrets, he was regretting his suspicions.
Interesting. I wonder, are we going back to the Sage? Now then? I guess maybe? I'm not sure. Because we are again like on top of this mountain and all that. Okay, I was thinking that this seemed like there might have been something. Seriously, Reynold, how can you have so much difficulty sometimes moving? I was thinking that this looked like there was something more interesting than just going the right way. We can still go back there if we want, but gotta explore this. Definitely.
Oh, they really ought to put a railing on this thing, he thought.
No, that we have heard before. We have heard that one before. Railings? Nah, it's not needed. We just need a roof and a house. That should be enough, Reynold. Ooh, something more. More text. At least since you didn't take her to the base, you still might have a chance winning her trust. Yes, this is quite true. Let's read. If it's worth anything. Yes, that's a good question. So, dear Zenobia, do you remember that expedition I have sent to the depths beneath the islands? They have returned. Well, 3 ships have returned, out of the 8 I sent. Of course, I mourn the losses, but the knowledge the survivors brought back is invaluable. What they have experienced is incredible. The air gradually grows denser and more turbulent until it becomes a suffocating, bone-crushing thunderstorm. But the islands keep stretching for miles below the surface, and they have roots that radiate downward far beyond sight. The islands are alive, for it is the proof I was looking for. This is for the thick air of the depths keep them afloat, and in the depths they find their sustenance. Do they have a conscience? Are they aware of our existence? Or are we merely parasites that they ignore or tolerate? I must prepare another expedition. This time I will go myself. I need to see this wondrous world of the endless deep sky. I hope you will visit me before I leave. I would like to hear more about that new friend of yours, Reynardo. With love, Father. So, she had told something about us to the father. Interesting. Interesting. No, I tried to break this first, but I didn't quite manage to do that. Probably can close this off now then. Yep, that was enough, thank you very much.
What else could you hook?
Nothing else than just the things that we... I wanna kill you guys first and all, foremost. No, don't go there, okay? That was not perfect. I'm very close. I think it's partially because of the fact that, like, I'm using this special ability now so that I can at least get more of them frozen up. Aren't they enchanted? I think they are enchanted and that's why they are more powerful anyways and attack faster or something.
I wondered how much his tailor was going to charge for all the holes in his clothes.
All the holes in my clothes, yeah. Now I actually lost a lot of health, but I think I lost a lot of health in an explosion too, or did I? I'm not sure actually. Well, I actually need even this ice sword right here. Though, there's 2 chests, so this should be worth it. Guess lifestealing sword next though. Yay, energy.
A gem of power.
Ooh.
Ooh, you didn't find those every day.
Yeah, explosion got me because sometimes it's hard to exactly control, okay, where exactly or which way I will actually go and attack next, which is why I should sometimes indeed keep that break in the attack. Yeah, a couple of change hits did also hit me. Definitely. I do know this. Very sad, but true. Very sad, but true. I would need some more help, though. A ship. Is that our ship?
Sure enough, the Farfarer had crashed in some rocks. There was no sign of Lupino. Zenobia caught up. All that kid stuff in Swordfu School. Look, look, that's the past. We're adults now. We have duties to other people. We have destinies. What are you talking about? And you are the most arrogant, slow-witted, light-fingered, mercenary, immoral, reckless... Run away with me, said Reynardo, and he realized he meant it. What? Just like that? She demanded. I will, if you will. So she kissed him. And it was the best kiss he'd ever had. They held hands as they boarded the Farfarer. Reynardo felt light-hearted, like the winds that were playing the rigging like a balalaika. But Lupino, I need to get back to Lupino, he said, suddenly realizing he could have been captured. A prisoner. He's not. How'd you know? He saw something in her eyes he didn't understand. He fell, didn't he? Into the abyss. She looked away. Wouldn't answer.
Poor Lappy.
But then a bolt smashed through the Farfarer's keel. The broken ship plummeted out of the clouds.
Letting the world burn isn't really a long-term solution, yeah. What is she talking about? Yeah. Well, I guess we're gonna have a happy relationship time, but I guess the world is gonna kind of burn in the meantime, so... Not sure how this will be going exactly.
Reynardo picked himself off the deck. They were alive. We have to get to my private ship, she said. Do you trust me? I guess I must, he said. You go on ahead. Clear the path, she said. I can't kill my own soldiers. He wanted to say that he didn't trust her, that he had no idea what he was getting into. But he had no choice, did he? He was following his heart. That's what it means to be a hero. You had to follow your heart.
You had to follow your heart. Or did you?
People had laughed at the government workbench placement program, but you could see the benefits everywhere.
Totally, absolutely. Sure, why not? It's probably not the best answer from a relationship point of view. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, I'm surprised that she didn't say like, really, like, okay, fine, go on your own way then or something, because like the answer we gave, like, not saying that yes, we trust you or some sense. Like, even if we are doubting ourselves, but it's not probably the best way to answer in that situation. Maybe not the best. I guess it's honest way though, so I guess that's somewhat of something that can build trust. I wonder, like, I guess it just does more damage because it take damage. Like, that's the only upgrade, I guess. I wonder. I should almost probably get some health for myself soon enough to, in all reality. I could upgrade this sword, but I usually don't use it. So I don't think I'll upgrade it right now. I'll just be using this for the moment to try to get some health back. Yeah, I think that's okay. Enough of plan. I have 10 health, so I gotta get not get hit. Yes, that's the plan. Do not get hit, leech life. Perfect. Should work perfectly, right? Right. There's probably a fight around here, or maybe not. Apparently not yet. There is a shadow door, however. There's a shadow door. I gotta find out where this leads. I do like to at least have all the swords available,
The road less traveled, thought Renato. How intriguing.
Yes, it was. Very intriguing. Yeah, not getting hit in general is a good advice. Yes, yes it is. I would have been in this trouble if I had followed that advice before as well. Unfortunately, I wasn't wise enough to do so. Use the altar though. I don't know, maybe I should get some health, finally. When I have actually sometimes getting hit. Or maybe I'll just put stuff into other stuff. Everyone but Reynaldo. Maybe I'll take this one. Last a few seconds only though, and I would have to counter attack just in the very last
Haven't you
moment.
always wanted to do that?
But it does sound fun though. So let's take it just for that reason, even if I could use the health, but well, hey, who needs health, right? Who needs health? Yay, there's health right here. Anyways, an energy on kill is even better. Okay, well, we're hooking into this ship then, sooner or later. Maybe. If the ship wants to come again. Yes, here it comes. As such, it's kind of weird that the ship is all the time is traveling like this, but...
yanking his own chain, wasn't he?
Yanking his own chain. Was he? And why are they traveling like in these sort of things? Like, what is the purpose of this little platform? Like, realistically. Back to the bus stop, yeah. Like, what's the purpose of this in the middle, like here? Does a lot of them, like, travel with these chain things? I guess so. I guess it's the normal way to travel around here or something. Very strange to me, but... Why can't I even destroy a flag? A banner, if I would want to. Why can't I? Never mind little ships in between.
They paused to catch their breath. It was strange to be so close to her. What are you thinking? He asked. I'm trying very hard not to think. Me too, he said. Up ahead, he could see the thin silver of Zenobia's personal ship. It looked fast. They would leave all this behind.
Where are their crews? Ghost ships, all of them. True, very true. Well, we are again in the end, though. In a faster sense than before, though. There hasn't been as many choices. We kind of have been forced to the choices then after a specific choice, like not wanting to go and take her into that... No, wrong skill first. Well, let's just travel some more, I guess. No, no, no.
Come over here.
Like trying to press that. No, I wanna get out of here. No, don't go into there. It's like I accidentally pressed too many times and then he goes already and gets blasted away. Oh well. I should have the, like, I was thinking that I had the frozen sword, but I didn't after all have the frozen sword, so that was the problem. The first part went okay enough. And then, like, I pulled again. Like, it's difficult when there's so many of them. The frozen sword, I guess I should take the frozen sword in all honesty, because it's just, it can deal with them so much easier though. No, like
Bye-bye, life, you thought. Hello, emptiness.
I have too little health. But yeah, it's this skill. I don't have that much energy, unfortunately. So that's the main issue there. And then when I should sometimes just like think for a bit longer. No. No, I was trying to press the other button. I pressed the wrong button. Okay, but yeah, it's better if I think a little bit longer. Don't act too fast. Think before you act. That would be good advice too. I didn't press another
Where
time
Renato
though.
went next, we cannot follow.
Yet.
Yet.
I hate so many boom booms. Okay. No, I was pressing the R button, but it didn't. Like, I once pressed the wrong button and then it didn't do the dash. I tried to do the dash a lot of times. Don't get hit and think before acting, yes. Those are the two important things. It's just difficult when there's so many of them. Okay, dash. It didn't dash through that. I guess that's the problem. I was trying to dash through an enemy that I couldn't dash through. Didn't I have the
I should
energy
really
to
look
dash?
for another line of work, he thought.
And then
he
died.
died.
Like, I tried to dash. I don't know if I then managed to do the dashing, even though I did very much try. Lovely though, at least now I got rid of them both like there. I let them feather away. But I died way too many times, but of course it was because I had so low health and I hate those enemies. I hate those who explode. Well, at least I managed to do it this time around. Took way more times than I should have taken in a sense, but on the other hand, I was in a really low health already to begin with, so that didn't help. Didn't help the situation. Okay, now I have the Legion Blade. Well done, thank you. Okay, decided to do silly stuff, opening OBS into front of this thing. Well, didn't take that long, but right now there's something. Okay. Dash away, please. Good. Okay, yeah. I was trying to get away from this, and then he managed to get that done. Oh well. I'm gonna do it. Okay. Like, it doesn't do
beat Renato at hot potato.
Do it always like as quickly as I would think it would do. That's the problem. It doesn't do it as quickly as I would think it would need to do the dashing from that sort of a situation. It isn't as reactive as I would assume it to be. Putting distance between exploding guys and yourself seems like winning strategy. Yeah. But yeah, I expect this to work quicker than it does in those situations in the battle. It just sometimes seems like it gets stuck. It doesn't act on it, even though I press it, so I don't know. Sometimes it's a bit weird, or it just dashes to the next enemy, which I don't try to do. As such, I gotta say that this we have seen a little bit of the times already. Same spot for a certainty. This time, a little bit of a different place we are heading to though. Yeah. I can see trying to dash and it doesn't seem to activate. Yeah. So that was definitely a problem over there. Is there something there? No, that's the place we went last time. This time around we're not going there though. That is the Emperor's or his father's, the father's place. Yeah, we battled there and we went inside there. Definitely. This time around, into a ship. It's lovely to get rid of the shield guys that quickly though. And it's lovely to be able to go and freeze those up though. No more sword ability unfortunately, but we're okay anyways. I was wondering why there was so much like dropping down on us. But, oh well, at least another level. Okay, let's see where this leads.
As they reached her ship, Renato suddenly felt a sharp pain in his stomach. He was surprised to see a crossbow bolt sticking out of it.
I was going to lead the Empire to our secret base, said Lapino. But no, you had to screw up my plan because you've still got a thing for her.
Renato stared at Zenobia. The kiss, was it real? She said, with a look of indescribable sorrow. She gestured and said an arcane word, and Lapino went flying into the abyss, screaming, "I'm telling your father!"
Maybe not.
Then she knelt down to cradle his head.
Aww.
And her paws felt very soft and warm. And just like that, he was alive again, and back on the Farfarer, still fleeing burning Ubar. The book was still open before him. So, the book was a portal. It took you to the future, when your destinies would branch. He had failed and died 3 times, but he learned another true thing. Lapino was a traitor. Renato had suspected there was something wrong with the mad rabbit, but now he knew there was malice behind his goofiness.
Well, another truth discovered, and not too surprising, yes, curse your inevitable betrayal, Lappi. Yes, inevitable. Don't think twice. Story arc 5. A hero would always follow his heart. Therefore, skills unlocked. So, we've learned that Lapino is a traitor. Yes, rabbit picture. But we haven't found out completely about her yet. I guess that's something that we could have learned in the last time if we hadn't gone with the story path we did go. Well, that's nonetheless interesting. We have only one more truth, and that is definitely a cat picture, so it is about her. This time around, we just learned that Lapino is a traitor, and he did say he would tell her the father of her, but didn't quite happen. Well, continue then.
But he was starting to feel like he was getting the hang of this. There was a way through to victory. He could feel it.
So many choices.
He just had to keep running the path of Destinies. With that, the book fluttered back to the beginning, and he fell into it. The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game changer. Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced. Renato knew that using it could go catastrophically wrong, but he was sure he could figure out how to use it safely. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert. The Iblis stone was hidden there. It was a dangerous artifact. It could corrupt its user into a bloodthirsty monster. Maybe he could find a way to use it, to take its power without surrendering to its wickedness. And also, his old friend Lapino needed rescuing. Of course, Renato had a pretty strong suspicion that Lapino had betrayed the rebellion. But could Renato really leave an old friend to the Ravens?
So, what then? Of course, these boats we have at least gone through once or even twice with Lapino, but we have never tried to build the Sky Ripper from the very start. So which should we go and take that path this time around? An ancient artifact that defeated the Lost Gods would indeed be a game changer, though it was split into 2 pieces many years ago. Reynaldo could have rebuilt it by first getting its armature, or we could go to the temple again and yeah, rip the skies and just think that we could just go and what was it?